Welcome to Spurs Nation. In this week's episode, we'll be talking about our Carabao Cup game, our Europa game, and of course, the upcoming EPL game against Newcastle. In What's Trending, we'll be talking about COVID-19, Dele Alli, and Gareth Bale. Guys, this is Spurs Nation. Welcome friends to episode 3 of Spurs Nation. So last week we played Southampton away at St. Mary's. I predicted 1-0 Harry Kane. Once again I got my prediction all wrong, but at least the result is correct one. So 5-2, we had a very great game as already discussed in our review of the game. So Sonny with 4 goals, the first time he scored a hat-trick in the EPL, and of course the first time he actually scored 4 goals. So of course the talk after the game was, who was the man of the match? Was it the 4-goal hero or Harry Kane with 4 assists and a goal? So leave your comments below to discuss on who you think should be the man of the match. Let's move on. Gareth Frank Bale. As we mentioned previously that Gareth Bale is coming to Spurs. He's not coming to Spurs anymore. He is back home. So Gareth Bale has gotten the number 9 for this season. So but we will not be seeing him in action for probably the next at least 2 to 3 weeks. He's still recovering from some slight injury and of course match fitness. However, we might be seeing our new signing Sergio Reguilon. Okay, moving on to the cup games. First up, Carabao Cup. We were supposed to play Leyton Orient away at Leyton Orient. However, the club Spurs actually asked them to do some COVID tests, and unfortunately a lot of their players were tested positive. Because of that, the game was postponed and probably going to be cancelled, and a bye for us. The thing about Leyton Orient is this, lower league clubs always need this kind of cup games for their revenue. So what the Spurs did was this. We are actually coming out with money, doing donation drives and all. As of now, if I'm not wrong, we are looking at about almost 100,000 raised already, 100,000 pounds. So that was a very good gesture from any club, especially since it's my club. I'm very proud of them. So moving on to the Europa League. We played away to Macedonia from, I don't know how to pronounce this, probably I got it wrong, Skandia. KF Skandia. We got off to a good start. 4th minute, Sonny with his trademark runs, luring all the defenders to him. 3-up Coco, brilliant shot, brilliant finish, 1-0. However, we were very wasteful before the half. So we were missing one-on-ones, we were missing open chances. Dele Alli was wasteful. Speaking of Dele, we will be touching more on him later. So the second half came, out of nowhere, they equalized. A thunder shot, a thunderbolt. No way Joe Hart could have saved it. Very good goal, but however, Ben Davies could have done better. Classic defender, you shouldn't turn your back towards the ball. He did that. 1-1. We brought in people like Kane, people like Giovanni to actually show up the attack. So last night was Serge Aurier's first start of the season. He did very well. Provided a couple of crosses to Lamela as well as to Kane for free headers, but unfortunately they missed it. So in comes Sonny to the rescue. Brilliant goal, and then finally a favour back to Harry Kane, assist, a brilliant cross from the left for Kane to head home. 3-1. So we are moving on to the final qualification next. So this weekend, home to Newcastle. The last time we played them, we beat them 3-1. And hopefully this time around it'll be good. So friends and fans have been telling me, BC, please for goodness sake, stop predicting. Nope, not going to listen to you. I'm going to predict again. This time around, 3-1 for us. 2 goals from Kane, 1 goal from Sonny. And for all you FPL players or the Fantasy League players, last week was a brilliant week for Spurs fans. All those who had Sonny as well as Kane, if you captain one of them, I'm probably looking at 90 points at least for you. So this weekend, will our run continue? Will Sergio Reguilon make his start? And hopefully we beat them handsomely and just move on to the next game. It's going to be a very, very hectic schedule for us. So Spurs fans, do not miss our episodes, do not miss our previews as well. So I'll see you in the next segment. So friends, what's trending today? COVID-19. COVID-19 is a very heavy topic that I will try to not mention, but however we cannot ignore that. In our cup game against in the Carabao Cup against Leyton Orient, the club was found to have probably 10 to 15 players that were tested positive for COVID. The EFL did not do any tests. However, it was Spurs that requested for the club to do it, for Leyton Orient to do it. So we here at Spurs Nation wish everyone in Leyton Orient a speedy recovery. Speaking of COVID-19, give me a minute. Let me pull out my Twitter machine. Okay, what's trending today? COVID-19. I tested negative for COVID yesterday and positive today. No symptoms whatsoever. COVID had the courage to challenge me. Bad idea. Guess who said it? Yes, the great Zlatan. Even the great Zlatan is hit by COVID-19. So COVID-19 is a very serious thing. Not only is it affecting our daily lives in the economy and of course sports and entertainment as a matter of fact. If the players are getting, you see more and more players are getting COVID-19. We have individuals, then we have a whole club. Even West Ham, Dave Moyes and some of the players got COVID-19, tested positive for COVID-19, I mean. The last thing we want is for football to stop once again. Last season, I mean, almost 2 to 3 months, no football, no activity because of COVID-19. If this goes on, I'm afraid that we might have another lockdown. The lockdown is going to happen anyway in England. So let's hope that the special bubble that the clubs are having will be good enough to prevent such a lockdown for football to actually happen again. So once again, at Spurs Nation, all of us, we wish everyone, even the friends all around the world, to do your part. Wish everyone a speedy recovery, stay safe, do your part to prevent COVID-19 from spreading. So, friends, Gareth Frank Bale, the name in everybody's mind right now, especially Spurs fan. Is he going to play this weekend? Like I mentioned, no, he's not going to play because he's still injured. However, we will be having an episode to talk about Gareth Bale, the impact he had with us, how he was a legend for us, as well as the impact he's going to be making for us for the second coming. So you do not want to miss our episodes, especially this one. Remember to subscribe and click on the bell icon so that you'll be notified whenever we have a new episode. So moving on to trending now. Dele Alli. In this week's segment about Dele Alli and of course transfer, we will be having a panel to discuss more about Dele Alli and of course our upcoming transfers. So stay tuned for it. Alright friends of Spurs Nation, today we have with us our panelists. We'll be talking about Dele Alli's transfer, incoming transfer, upcoming transfer, whatever you call it, and of course any incomings before the end of the transfer window. So first of all the way from Sengkang, Daryl Spikerman. Daryl, how are you?
Hey, good evening, Boon. Good afternoon, good morning. Good day, good day.
Yeah, good morning. You just wake up, is it? Or you have not wake up yet?
Or maybe I'm going to sleep soon.
Or maybe you're going to sleep, we don't know. Okay, next on our panelists, another of our panelists, the one and only Shafi F2.
Still amazed with somebody resting on the pillow. What's up, Boon?
What's up? How are you today?
Okay, feeling good.
Very good. Are you ready for Singapore's most controversial Spurs fan? The one and only.
Get ready.
Yeah, get ready for the one and only currently sitting outside his house at the balcony or at the corridor, Troy.
Hitchens.
Yeah,
Troy.
what's up?
Hey, Troy Hitchens, how are you?
Good. Transfer market has been good. I think he took all my advice, so no worries.
Yeah, I think today's segment is all about you, Troy Hitchens.
Huh?
So first of all, we welcome a few new signings. We will not be talking about our signings that are already in. We're talking about potential ones. And of course, over the weekend, we found out that Dele has been transfer listed. He's been offered to clubs, and one of the clubs potentially that is interested in Dele is actually Paris Saint-Germain. So, what is your take on this, Darren?
Actually, it's quite shocking that Dele is on the transfer list. I mean, it seems that he doesn't really fit into the team, right? Because he played well behind Harry Kane when he first started out. But now it's like Kane is playing behind Sonny. So what are you going to do with Dele? He doesn't really fit in. But then there's benefits to keep him, right? Because he might come good. Only paid 5 million. What else? Homegrown talent. There are reasons to keep him, but if we can sell him for a good offer to PSG who have money, not affected by COVID crisis or ticket sales or this, It's worth considering. It's worth considering.
Yeah. Okay,
No.
Shah, over the weekend you are one of the Spurs fan that actually not a big fan of Harry Kane and his selfishness. But this weekend you shut your mouth with 4 assists.
Yeah.
It's like this guy who who's selfish get 4 assists to the same player. Okay, so what's your take on this Dele Alli thing now that Harry can actually be a playmaker?
Yeah, I'm quite surprising. Whoever the master tactician or whoever who actually suggested Harry Kane to drop back and become the creative player for the game against Southampton was a genius. I think that was quite critical that he dropped back, and that's how actually we came back for the game. Credits to him for being the creative player for that game and hopefully for many more games to come. On Dele, likewise, Daryl, I find it weird I mean, for him to be sacrificed, despite his drop in performances for the past few games or maybe the last few games of the last season. I still feel he can contribute more, but probably if he were to be offloaded, I would reckon a loan would be fair and not to sell him because probably he has more to contribute, or the loan can be served as a motivation for him to do better, be better, and revive his peak performance. That kind of thing.
Yeah. Speaking of motivation, Jose have been known to mind F people. So Troy, in your opinion, do you think this is an attempt to mind F him? Like tell him, you are not indispensable. I can sell you off. If got people take, you go. I don't need you. Even though Alex Ferguson told me that you are the one player I should sign, and now that I have you, I'm going to sell you off. What is your take on this?
I think it's works both ways. He's also playing his mind, and he's also looking whether there are offers that can supplement his transfer fund. But I feel that selling Ali would not be a wise choice. I mean, he's English, and we need a lot of homegrown quota. There are a lot more other players that we can sell for big funds, like Sissoko or Lamela.
Hey!
No.
Lamela.
Hey, you sell Lamela, get 30 million. Why not, right? Okay. That's
okay,
my take on it.
Let me finish.
That's my take on it. And on the part of Harry Kane, I mean, Harry Kane with the 4 assists. Okay, it's just one game. Doesn't mean he's a playmaker. Okay, you have to see the fact that Southampton was playing a suicidal highlight. Okay, so I mean, even Lamela can run through. So yeah, I mean, Harry Kane has been doing that. He has been playing deep line forward and also advanced forward at times. Sometimes it works out, sometimes it don't. But you have to also see Southampton was crazy that night I mean, they didn't learn their lesson after the second goal. They still follow Harry Kane. Yeah, so we still need Dele Alli to be there as the creative advanced playmaker when needed because I feel Lamela can fill up that role, but he likes to push, he likes to come in from the wide areas, which is not what which does not fit Jose tactics Jose, his players at the wings are usually wingers. Yeah.
Okay.
So keep Dele, sell Coco or anybody else that's not English. Yeah. Okay. That's my take. That's my take.
Okay, that's your take. So currently we have signed a 4-time Golden Glove. So keeper settled, left back settled, right back settled, center mid settled, incoming hero settled. So Daryl, you can sign one player now. We can only sign one more player in a position. Realistic one, you don't come tell me Atalanta checklist, Inter Milan checklist.
He's not here today.
Okay, realistic one position, one player, who will you sign?
Just get that backup striker. That guy from the German league, the Dutch fella. What's
Workhorse.
Workhorse.
Sign the bugger.
Workhorse.
Okay,
No, not backup striker. You must say properly. Don't say backup striker.
Yeah, cannot say backup striker. Daryl, be mindful. Daryl, be mindful. It's not backup striker.
Co-striker.
Hunt you down, I tell you, what backup striker?
Correct.
Co-striker.
Okay, so in your opinion, we need a second striker lah.
Yep.
Okay, what about you, Shah?
Yeah, I think that Workhorse, he's a Dutch, right? But he's playing in the German league, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Correct.
Yeah. So I think I've seen a video about how he actually positioned himself to actually not to score goals, but actually to attract the midfielders to come over. And yeah. There's this video somebody shared lah. I think I was and also how he actually
put the video in the description.
How he retracts himself and get into position for scoring. Yeah, I think he could be a good option. But I still like Danny Ings lah. I mean, that's my take lah.
Danny Ings, N7 to N17.
Yeah.
Okay, Troy Hitchens. Because you are Troy Hitchens, I'm going to give you 2 transfers.
2? Okay.
You are head of recruitment. 2 transfers. Come on.
First priority will be a creative midfielder. Something in the mold of Eriksen, or currently we have is Lo Celso. Okay? Because I think if Lo Celso is out injured, then yes, we have Tanguy and Ndombele. But he's being a pussy right now. He needs time, right? So in that meantime, we need someone who is established, someone who's been
regular,
there, done that, you know?
Regular,
yes,
somebody regular.
Somebody who is like, you know, late 20s or 30s, you know, like who's been there to guide them, these 2 young fellas along.
Who do you have?
Drop me a name, yeah. Drop out name.
Drop. Now we name calling.
Okay,
name calling.
Anyway.
Too late. I don't have anyone yet. I'm still searching. Yeah.
You don't know who to buy, but you know that this position is needed. Am I right?
Yes, this position is needed. Second will be the co-striker.
The what?
Co-striker.
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 Co-striker. Will not get bashed up, man. He said co-striker.
Don't say backup striker all. Co-striker.
Okay, who do you have in mind? Don't tell me that workhorse guy again. Or if that's the guy lah.
No lah, I wouldn't take that workhorse lah. That Austrian guy that we mentioned before, Dakar, was interesting lah. But I would take Belotti. I would take Belotti from Torino. Yeah.
Do you think he's overrated?
No. How can he be overrated playing for Torino?
Playing for Torino.
No. He has always been thereabouts, you see. And he's getting first team football with Torino and he's been doing well. So yeah. I think he fits into our system, I would say.
I think the criticism that the fans generally have for the board and especially the recruitment team is quite I'll say unfair. Remember January we were all calling for this guy Piatek from Milan. Piatek.
Yeah.
Piatek, yeah.
He went to Hertha Berlin, didn't light up the league, you know. Scored like 4 goals. Didn't like up the league. So I'm quite confident in our this club's transfer team, the scouts, especially in recent transfer. Our recent few transfer has been, I think, outstanding. We have not been so excited with our transfer for a very long time. The last time was when Gareth Bale left. And then who's remaining? You want to sell off that guy? Cannot.
Okay, sorry, Bon. Can I just add why we are my reason for Danny Ings is simple. It's either him or somebody off the radar like Diogo Costa, somebody who is familiar with Premier League. I would suggest this because familiarity is key lah. Because if you bring someone foreign like what Troy mentioned, like Belotti or maybe Workhorse or whatever, if they can adapt well like Bruno Fernandes, good lah. But if they can't, then what you mentioned lah. Okay, sorry, yeah.
Don't mention the fake Fernandes. Okay.
Actually, I agree with Shah about. I think we spoke about this about Costa before. Costa is a player that you love if he's your boy. He's a bastard, but he's your bastard. You love him when he's your boy, because you see, if Costa and Kane partners, Costa can be a plan B, or can be a partner for Kane. They are very different kind of players. If we are not getting them, I also with Shah, I would rather get Danny Ings than to get that fella from the Dutch guy. The last time we got a Dutch striker, didn't turn up well. Now he's in Mexico. So it's either, I think, Belotti, okay, but my first choice, Danny Ings, revitalized, tested, and proven. It seems like that day it was like an audition for him, trying so hard to impress.
No lah, Costa cannot, because he's at the wrong end of 30s in footballer life lah. And last season he has a lot of injuries. So it's a matter of, he has experience, but can his legs still do the job in the Premiership? It's like having a Spanish Troy Deeney lah. You know, I think rather than take Costa, I might say take Troy Deeney. You get the same number of goals and the same number of work rate. So,
I thought you don't like anyone.
Yeah, you see, Troy Deeney, also somebody familiar in the Premier League. I don't mind him also. You need somebody who can adapt fast. You know, somebody can adapt fast.
You need someone immediate.
Yeah, I think I get what Shaf's point is, because he's going to play alongside Kane or off the bench. So he needs to hit the ground running lah. So Premiership experience would be useful lah. But if you are but then my boss Daniel Levy he wants somebody with got sell-on value okay. So that's the instruction lah. So I have to give them, names like Belotti, all this.
We call it Troy Deeney. We call it Troy Hitchens. Don't really think you're Hitchens.
Yeah.
You're playing the role very well. No. Okay. Anyway, Spurs Nation. That's all the time we have today. So join us again for the next session of Spurs. I call them the Spurs Clan. So next time we'll have other things to talk about, because from now until the end of the transfer,
links in the description.
We still have some time. So remember, guys, to like, subscribe, share, and comment on our page, on the comments box. And then don't remember, to dare is to do, but don't anyhow do. All right?
Spurs Clan.
Shah and Troy bidding you goodbye, good night, good morning, good afternoon. See you guys.
Bye.
Hope you enjoyed the segment. So friends, remember to always leave your comments and what you feel about the team itself, and of course the show. We have been getting a lot of comments and a lot of very valuable feedbacks. We appreciate all of them. So keep it coming. Remember to always like, subscribe, and click on the bell icon so that you will be notified for all our episodes, our post games, our pre-games, and of course special episodes. So unfortunately, with that, we have come to the end of the show. Remember, this week we are at home to Newcastle. Once again, my prediction 3-1, 2 goals from Harry Kane, 1 from Sonny. With that said, guys, remember, to dare is to do, but don't anyhow do. So I'll see you. Ciao.